Here is my review for One Piece manga chapter 724. So let's get into this. So this week's One Piece manga chapter. This was a good chapter this week. We got to see a little bit of action going on here. We get the explanation of Don Flamingo's power. We see Trafalgar Law's true intentions this entire time as well. Not to mention a little mystery set up at the end of this chapter as well. So we got a lot of stuff that went on in this chapter, and it was good. There was some good stuff. So what was happening is basically Sanji was basically trying to fight off against Don Flamingo, and of course, I was gonna say this right now. Of course, Sanji was gonna get owned, which is what happened. He got his butt owned. He couldn't really do anything to Don Flamingo, which I assumed was gonna happen in the first place. I didn't think he would have any chance to really fight against him because Don Flamingo would give Luffy run for his money and actually probably defeat Luffy. So I didn't think he's gonna stand a chance against Don Flamingo Sanji. So yeah, like we saw him, he's getting caught. He's about to get freaking whipped. But then that's when you see Trafalgar Law, and he ends up switching Don Flamingo with his log and getting him out the way using his room, his ability. And so with this, they were planning. Trafalgar was basically planning the other Straw Hats just to get out of here, get out of Dressrosa. Leave your other crewmates behind for now. But the thing is, like, well, we can't leave them. We're the Straw Hats. So basically, just tells them, well, you guys need to just get to an area where there is no clouds, because the explanation of his powers, of Don Flamingo's powers, is that he uses the clouds to make these whips and make these strings, basically, and that's why he's able to like walk on the clouds and stuff like that, what we've seen before, because he uses the clouds to make these strings and stuff. So that's his ability, and it's interesting. It's called the Ito fruit. So that's cool to see. So we finally get to the explanation of his power. I'm so freaking happy about that. And so basically, they're gonna go to an area where there is no kind of like clouds and stuff. So if something ever goes wrong, or they can just wait for the other, for Luffy, Zoro, and Frankie to come back, or and Kinemon, even he's not really a straw hat, but just add them in there. But wait for them to come back. But if anything ever goes wrong, if Don Flamingo manages to find them again or something, they have a better chance of fighting them because they're not in a place where there's clouds at. So that's another good thing at this point. And so we see Trafalgar Law. He's gonna face up against Don Flamingo, and he uses that girl as a hostage, that art girl, I can't remember her name, but yeah. So we get the true intentions of what Law was trying to do here. Law basically this whole plan was not about Kaido. It was not about Kaido at all. It was about destroying that factory. If he can get that factory destroyed, Kaido will cut off Don Flamingo's head, basically. Kaido will kill Don Flamingo. That's all he's trying to do. He wants Don Flamingo to get killed. And he's going to use Kaido to do it, basically, by getting the factory destroyed. Any means necessary. You need to use the Straw Hats in that manner. It was not about actually trying to fight Kaido or any of that stuff. He was just trying to get Luffy on board. If he can get Luffy on board, everybody else will follow. So that's how he kind of played his cards right to get the Straw Hats to work with them. Not to mention, at the end of this chapter, when it comes to the mystery part of this, is that he wants to basically go after Don Flamingo, what happened for 13 years ago. Now, we don't know what happened exactly 13 years ago with Trafalgar Law and Don Flamingo, but they have some long history together, so I'm curious to what was going on then as well. So that's going to be very interesting to see this thing unravel on us. Not to mention, we're finally probably going to see Don Flamingo actually fight. So that's another really good thing that's going to happen in this chapter. It's going to be things, we're finally going to see him actually just go out. We actually get to see his abilities fully, and maybe actually get to see a really good fight, honestly, because Trafalgar Law is not a weak link. He knows how to use his abilities perfectly, so this should be an excellent fight. So I look forward to seeing this fight actually happen. Hopefully this fight actually happens. Hopefully we get to see it and doesn't get skipped or anything like that. Oh yeah, one more thing when it comes to this chapter. When it comes to Fujitora went back to trying to pursue Trafalgar Law, and so the thing is, we see Fujitora's ship, and it's floating. Yeah, it's floating just like that. And the thing here is also shoots freaking comets. How does it shoot comets? Like this thing, like it's so weird. Like okay, we have to assume here at this point that Fujitora uses some gravity ability. He uses gravity to be able to make that ship float. But like, where are these comets coming from? He knows how to like use the gravity to bring down comets. So then he must have brought down a lot of comets before for his ammunition to shoot with too? Like, what is this? It's weird. It's weird, but he's shooting comets at the Straw Hat Pirate ship, and Law using his ability, he's like, just getting that crap out the way and stuff. So yeah. But I know we're probably gonna have to go back to Luffy and the rest of them, seeing what's going on with them on their side of things, and this whole tournament thing's still going on, and then Usopp and Robin, because I forgot about them. They're still on the island as well. But you know, they also have their own mission and objectives to do as well. So hopefully they can get this factory destroyed without any issues. So like I said, it should be interesting. There's a lot of stuff going on. So I do look forward to all this. And yeah, hope you guys like my review here. I haven't done a One Piece review in a very long time. I just decided to do one this week because this week's One Piece chapter is actually pretty good. Two, I did not like Naruto this week, so I just like, you know what, forget doing a Naruto review this week, because I don't want to seem like I'm just hating on the series or anything like that. I'm not the kind of person just always rant on something. If I don't like something, I'm not going to keep reviewing it, you know what I mean? So we'll just see for next week about Naruto, but for now, I just wanted to do a One Piece review because I haven't done one, and maybe you guys might enjoy it. But yeah, so like I said, a lot of stuff was actually was revealed in here. And yeah, so leave comments below, tell me what you think of this week's One Piece manga chapter. Like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more if you want to see more manga reviews from me. So yeah, it's been the Breakmaster, and until then, people, break out.